now this is already episode 5 of my YouTube series on my gardening journey for this year. I've got my container garden going strong behind me. So in this episode, I'm going to give you a couple of updates on how things are going. For those of you who have been following along, you know that last week was planting week. So I got all of the plants in the ground. So this last week has just kind of been monitoring how those plants are going. We got a lot of rain this week, so that was really good for plant growth. And as the seeds started sprouting throughout the week, I got a video of each one of those different kinds of seeds sprouting. So I'll get to show you that in this video as well. I've also got one late addition to the garden, so I will show you why I decided to add this particular plant and how that's growing as well. My big project for this week was making some markers for the plants out of rocks that I found in the backyard. I painted those with the different kinds of veggies and flowers and herbs and put them in each of the pots so that I don't have to have the little store tags that have the barcode and all that stuff on them. It's not really a necessary piece to the garden, but I thought it would add a little bit of fun and whimsy to the garden. And then the last thing I'll show you in this episode is actually an update on how the composting is going. I made a little bit of an error when I set up my composting bin, so I'll show you that and how I corrected it. Look what I found this morning. Some little beet sprouts. This one's got a few too. Check it out, we've got carrots sprouting. We've got the ones around both of the tomato plants are sprouting really well. The carrots around the jalapeno plant are also starting to sprout. And then last to pop up have been the onion sprouts. These are around the bell pepper plant. You can see there's a little one back there too. So they're coming up nicely as well. Look at how well our radish sprouts are doing. They're really happy. And to do a quick update on the hops plants. So this is the Cascade hops. You can see we've got a couple really lovely shoots coming up and then one little sprout on over here. So it's coming up. And then I've been eagerly awaiting the nugget hops to sprout, and this morning I noticed these little guys. So it just sprouted this morning. inside because it started raining and I did a bad job of showing the rest of the painting process. But here they all are. I got them all finished. And I just used a paint pen to label each one of them. And then I did an outline on some of them just to kind of make them pop a little bit more. And then the last thing I did was spray them with just a clear coat of polyurethane spray just to make them waterproof so that they won't, all that paint won't wash off. So I got all the plant markers in. You can see here we've got the green pepper and onion, jalapeno and carrots. Back here I've got the dill, and then hiding in there is the kale marker. Same with this one. Where's the other dill one? Oh, there it is. And we've got the radishes and the cucumbers. The radishes are coming up really nicely. And then I've got the lavender plant. Here we've got our mint. The mint is really growing. Spinach, that looks nice and happy. And then down here we've got the chives and the lettuce, looking happy. Over here we've got beets and garlic. I just made one for each of those, but there's beets and garlic in both of those. And then we've got the squash plant back there. Got the tomatoes and carrots here. And then all of the herbs over here. You can see the oregano marker right back there. Also gonna do a quick update on my compost bin because I made a little bit of a mistake. So after I posted the last video on setting up this compost bin, I realized that you're supposed to add a little bit of soil in there to kind of get things going, which I did not do. And today, after harvesting some dandelion roots and flowers, I've got this organic material that I'm gonna add to the compost bin. So I'm gonna add some soil at the same time. So for this, I did revert back to my old ways and get like the cheapest topsoil that you can find. But that's because with composting, we're adding the nutrients. So I'm not really worried about the nutrient content as far as things growing. I'm more worried about just providing a base layer for the worms to come up and start to feast on this organic material. Now I'm going to add the dandelion scraps on top. Then I'm going to give it a stir. I'm gonna add some water to it. Or perhaps not. Hold please. There's a kink in my hose. There we go. We'll see what happens now. Thanks for going on this journey with me. And as always, happy gardening.